In this life of mine, I've looked up to so many people. I'm talking Steve Jobs, Christopher Nolan, as well as the guy that made Graduation. If I say his name, a bunch of assassins will be dispatched to my house. So for now, we're gonna call him Fred. Bruh. But there's only one person I currently look up to who I can interact with, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is Keanu Reeves. Truth be told, I saw Cyberpunk and I thought to myself that this game might not just be for me. Maybe I'll pass on it until I saw Keanu Reeves.
Why do you come here?
$60 magically flew out of my bank account and I somehow ended up with a copy of Cyberpunk. After playing the game in its broken state, I only returned to it a few times, and just like that I moved on to other games that satisfied my gaming needs. Up until I saw Keanu Reeves on the big screen again with John Wick 4. After watching John Wick, I was in need of more Keanu content. This movie hit me in such a way I never thought I would imagine. Seriously, the sequences in this movie were done so well to the point in which I felt like this movie was not just a movie but an experience. Keanu Reeves' performance was so damn good, but truth be told, Keanu wasn't the only person I was simping for in this movie. Alright, give me a minute. Let me give a quick shout out to Rina Sawayama. Akira is now the best girl on this channel. Right, let's get straight to Cyberpunk. Walk with me, shall we? I downloaded Cyberpunk again to replay it, and my god, my Keanu cravings were indeed satisfied. Of course, I focused on the missions with Keanu, and they were hitting. I played a quest called Never Fade Away, and I thought this would really be a wholesome quest since I got to play as Keanu Reeves, but then I encountered this woman. You see, this woman right here is Keanu Reeves' girlfriend, and whoa, hey, I can't show that to you guys. We are a Christian channel, and YouTube will send me to the Shadow Realm if I showed it to you guys. Playing through Cyberpunk 2077 was an experience I never thought I needed. 1 minute, we were gunfighting in a Japanese-style arena. The next minute, we were crashing a flying car into a building while jumping out of it. Hell, Keanu and I rode a damn roller coaster together. Doing all sorts of crazy stuff with Keanu was insane, but this one particular scene stood out to me in the game.
Imagine we're deployed together, fighting in a war, side by side. Would you take a bullet for me?
I would. Yeah.
Want to be clear, I will do you no wrong. When the time comes, it'll be my life for yours. I'll agree to get wiped. Tags are proof of my promise.
I'd do the same for you.
Yeah. Thanks.
This scene resonated with me deep. I did some research, and Keanu, being a high school dropout as well as dyslexic, led him down a very tough road. But despite his journey being filled with hardships, he still manages to hold his head up high. He unfortunately lost his daughter at birth, and his sister contracted cancer, and because of that, he donated 70% of his earnings to the Cancer Research Foundation, which came from the Matrix. Through the trials and tribulations, he still manages to stay wholesome, and he helps people by being there for them. This journey we call life can be a war, and having somebody in your corner can be very beautiful. Ichibara Code, a principle established in Okinawa, Japan that can be explained in one simple quote. Though we meet but once, even by chance, we are friends for life. I'll put a charity at the top link of the description so that we as a people can come together to help one another, and of course I'll be contributing to said charity. Let's be good to each other. Back to Cyberpunk. But before I continue, Rina, please check your DMs, you won't be disappointed. Together, Keanu and I took over Night City. We recruited Rogue and helped steal Keanu's old Porsche. And after Rogue and I blasted through everything, we interrogated this fool and he gave us the location of Keanu's Porsche. We found the Porsche and this thing goes fast. Not only that, we actually were able to become rock stars through assembling Keanu's old band. We played one last gig and the music we played was absolutely insane. I started to realize while the music was playing that this right here is an experience that no other game could give me. After playing the gig, we hunted down the fool that killed Keanu. In game, of course.
Smash.
Told you, Johnny boy. Told you I'd end you someday.
Rogue actually joined us to help kill this fool, and no way we're letting him get away with killing Keanu. Rogue and I were opening this door, and I'm really glad to have Rogue with us. At the end of the day, she's the only person on our team who knows. no way I'm gonna let this slide. We did battle and my goodness, this was intense. I had everything packed heavy in my damn pants. Why did I say that? No way I was gonna let Adam Smasher get away with this. I took him down the only way I knew how. By being that nigga. I can't say the N-word, I'm speaking for a YouTube video. By being that guy. By being him. I took him down with Keanu's pistol. How's that for karma? And once I did that, it was time to decide whether he gets to live or die. Now, I'm not gonna let him get away with killing Keanu. I dealt him like he did my boy, and I killed him with Keanu's pistol. We took care of business, and I figured that the best way to end this adventure would be to visit Keanu's grave in game. We sat and we talked for a bit.
But let's say it was my real grave. What would you write? Here lies Johnny Silverhand.
Night City legend.
Sounds good, but what does it really mean? What did I achieve shouting chipping in to a bunch of angry, pimply kids?
You gave those kids hope.
In this life, I have never been this connected to a character like this before. Playing this game again did something most games couldn't, and that is giving me a fun experience. Only thing left to do now is to take my character back to the apartment and leave her there until the next time I feel the need to play. It could be tomorrow, it could be next month, and it could be next year. Hell, maybe never, but it feels good to know that I have a world to escape to when I need it the most.
Okay. Let's Delta. Nothing to see here after all.
Worth coming out all the same.
Absolutely. Thanks, V. Of all the heads I could have popped up in, hella glad it was yours.
After finishing John Wick 4, I needed more Keanu content, and I would love to say that with this game being played right now, I finally feel fulfilled after playing it. Doing research on Keanu's life gave me an outlook I never thought I needed. Although a lot can happen to you, just remember, one thing that is beautiful and that not many people are right now is alive. And that alone is a blessing. Right, next video I'm gonna be talking about how Akira should have gotten more screen time in John Wick 4. I hope to see you then.